to another episode of the You Only Live Once Life and Business Innovation Style Meditations, Yummy Conversations, where I and Hani bring you wonderful, yummy meditations so that you can feel yummy in your body. And today we are in Tunisia, beautiful beach right here. And we're here today to talk about how to yummily attract your perfect day. 10 secrets to a perfect day. I've been having incredible days here in Tunisia and in a lot of my vacations actually recently. And of course, like while you're on vacation, everything is always amazing and you can always have hiccups and go back to perfection or go back to a moment in time where things are amazing. So one of the things I actually discussed in this vacation time this time round was about life. And the biggest challenge to life is that a lot of people only remember milestones and a lot of people only remember accomplishments and they only remember things that are standing out in terms of big events. However, when we look at our life, a lot of it is actually made up of tiny little moments that mean a lot to us. And in each of those moments, we can create an even perfect experience. And so in our video today, what I'd like to share with you is how to get the most out of each moment and how to remember that and so that you can experience more perfection in your day. So this is for you if you are experiencing a lot more desire to create amazing juiciness and yumminess in your day. This is for you if you are feeling down and you're feeling, I haven't been really having a lot of good days lately and I want to find out how I can shift my direction a little bit and experience a better day. This is for you if you're already having really good days and lots of positive experiences in your life and you're wondering how can I keep this and maintain this momentum going forward. And so step number 1 is to define your own definition of perfection. So perfection can mean different things to different people. It can come in the form of measuring how excited you are about the day. It can come in the form of how good you feel about your body. It can also come in the form of how good you feel in your relationships, how good you feel in the relationships with your colleagues, your teammates, or your parents and your family. So whatever perfection is for you in all of those areas, I want you to really be able to define that. And I want you to really know clearly like what that is. Is it like in good weather? Like is it like when you're fit? Is it when you're eating well? Is it when you're doing certain routines? How is it in your life when you're feeling pretty damn good about yourself? So that's step number 1. Step number 2 is, of course, like now that you have that image in you, you want to be able to breathe that in. And so the way that you do that, just like all these different meditation videos on this channel, is by doing breathing meditations. Breathwork is an incredibly amazing way to tune into your breath. And the easiest way that I do it is with hands and palms above my knees and just breathing in slowly in and out. You can use your face as a way to relax your body first as you take your first deep breath in all the way into your belly. Imagine perfection breath. Because the problem is if you don't breathe, your shortened breath also restricts the amount of oxygen that goes into your brain, which then influences the amount of problem-solving abilities and moods that you might have. And so the more breath that goes through, the more detoxifying effect you can have in your body through the, I'm guessing, oxygenation in your blood, and the more flow you can feel, right? So just breathe in and release. Breathing in everything that feels amazing, everything that feels yummy in your life. And as you release everything that doesn't fit this all the way to the center of the earth, letting the waves take every negative emotion, every negative feeling, every feeling of nauseousness, nervousness, confinement, control, unaccomplishment, deceit, self-doubt, self-deception down. Allowing yourself to really, really, really connect with who you really are inside and breathe into that. And let that expand in your body. Breathing in again. And release. So that's breath. Take your yummy breath, step 2. And it's as simple as that. It's all about just being able to take deep breaths in and just relaxing your body and being able to release that. And so the moment you start tuning into what it feels like to have a perfect day, then you can breathe that in and allow that to be in your body, because it starts from you. Step 3 is to nourish and to savor each yummy moment in your life. So each moment that you have that you feel that is really special or you feel that is enjoyable, I challenge you to stay there a little longer. And what do I mean by that? So the biggest challenge is that when we have these really cute moments with our friends, or even with a stranger, or even with nature, looking at the ocean, for example, you can just look at it for a little second longer than what you would usually do, and just let yourself wander a little bit and tune into the energy of something that you really enjoy. Just let go, and just be with it and experience what it's like to just be relaxed. So when you're having a moment with your loved ones, or you're having a moment with a celebration of a victory that you've had, or you are having a moment where you just truly feel that, you know what, everything I've done in my life right now, all the good things, I deserve it. Things like that. I challenge you to just take that in more, not only just for yourself, but for your community as well, allowing them to also take in all the accomplishments and all the joys that they've brought into their lives, and your families. The biggest challenge is actually people have a hard time taking true credit for what they have done. And the hard thing about that is that if you aren't able to receive all the joy and the accomplishments that you've done and celebrate it truly, then you're gonna have to keep getting more things in order to feel that high of feeling like you've done something well. So if you can celebrate it and continue contributing, then that's a much more sustainable way for yourself, energetically speaking, right? And so that's part of our step 3s of yummy perfect moments. And the last thing is releasing anything that doesn't fit this. So as you're going through your day, there's bound to be times where you're not going to feel perfect, and you're not going to feel on top of your shit, and you're not going to feel like you're really doing well. And when you do feel that way, acknowledge it, be able to acknowledge it and not brush it away. You can acknowledge it and then put it away, but not block it from happening. So let's just say you're mad, or you're pissed off, or you're sad, or you're feeling overwhelmed, or you're overthinking, or you are starting to feel really pressured. In any situation, just breathe into that, allowing that to be acknowledged within your body. And in that moment, have a decision of, do you want to release it? Do you want to resolve it? Or do you want to move through it? So you can choose what you want to do. And based off of that, you're going to be able to have more of a control of the moment and making it more yummy for you. So these are the 4 steps to getting a more perfect day out of your already perfect day. So we do start off, it's nice to start off thinking that every day is perfect from the beginning, and all you need to do is just maintain it. And if you start off from the right foot, then the work is easier done than said. Good luck. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, definitely do it. I have so many more topics to come. Feel free to comment below which one stood out to you, or maybe you have your own perfect comment you want to share, that how you keep your days perfect. I'd love to hear. Always say hi, and I'll talk to you in the next video. Bye. I didn't even know this was working. Yes, it is. Mwah.